I see you got all your fine jewelry out here.
Well, over here, I have my $5 paparazzi jewelry, and I've also upgraded this on through the grace of God, but I now have an exclusive line. Come check me out.
Exclusive. Alright now.
This is none of the $5 stuff here.
Okay. So how you feel about everything tonight?
I'm very excited. You know, this is a new environment for me, but the same people. I'm just honored every time I'm able to come out here.
I heard that. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
Doing wonderful. My company is called Honey Hush Incorporated. We offer inspiring t-shirts that says know your worth and divorce is not an option. We also have them for women just as well as for men. With the men, they have a crown because they're our covering, and the women have a diamond.
All right now.
Inspiring you to know your worth.
Okay, that's what's
I'm Lady Lee Ricardo with Honey Hush Incorporated.
Oh, okay. So how you feel about tonight?
Absolutely excited.
Oh, yeah?
It's going to be powerful. Groundbreaking.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, come ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem.
Wow. Yeah. This is wow. When God gave me this vision, obviously I had to ask him, are you sure about that? You know, the thing that Imani Faith Publishing is trying to do is to change the narrative. All of the literature that's out there now is, a lot of it is just not of God. Many times in the body of Christ, we want people to think that we've always been where we are now. We don't want to be transparent. We don't want people to know what we've been through. We don't want people to know where we've come from. But in my mind, know that he's a healer. If you don't let them know that you've been healed, how are they supposed to know that he's a strong tower if you don't ever tell them how he did that for you in your life? So Imani Faith is trying to change the narrative. It's trying to tell the stories that need to be told so that people can be freed, so that they can be empowered, so that they can be delivered from their bondage, so that they can see that there are other people that have gone through the same types of things and God has delivered. God has brought them through. Yeah. So I just want to welcome all of you here on tonight. Even in what we were doing tonight, the enemy tried to show his ugly head and make this thing not happen. But God is faithful. He is so faithful. And he came through and you know, it's truly been a faith walk. I want to thank all of the authors for allowing me to help them to tell their stories, for allowing me to help to bring their stories to life and to the people so that they can be a blessing to everybody else that has an opportunity to read it. I really wish that we were able to get the books here, but they're in transit. They have left California. God only knows where they are right now. But they are available on Amazon. If anybody does want to purchase one tonight, you can do that, and we can still get it to you before the end of the week next week. So just know that that option is available for you. But you do not want to miss reading No Test, No Testimony. Amen? Yeah. Because these women have poured their souls into this book, telling you about issues that they've dealt with as far as bullying and child abuse and prostitution, just all kinds of plethora of things that God has delivered them from. And I am so thankful. I'm thankful to know them. I'm thankful to be in their presence. I'm thankful that they're a part of Imani Faith. And I pray that as we go forward, more people are blessed by what we are trying to do so that God gets all the glory. Amen. Amen. Well, other stuff I'm going to do later when I do my thank yous. But again, thank you for coming on tonight. God bless you. We're thankful that you're here. Amen.
And the authors come up there, have about 2 minutes to just share their personal writing portion. One more. Great.
Great is thy faithfulness, oh God, my Father. There is no shadow of turning with thee. Thou changest not, thy compassion, they fail not. As thou hast been, thou forever will be. Summer and winter and springtime and harvest, sun, moon, and stars and their courses above, cometh on nature in manifold witness to thy great faithfulness, mercy, and love. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness, morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand has provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. Great is thy faithfulness. Great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand has already provided. Great is thy faithfulness. Great is thy faithfulness. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. Glory to his name. We're going to ask the first author to come up, Ms. Tanika Carruthers.
Y'all might have to time me. It's just amazing. I mean, Kent just sang my theme song. That has been my theme song for most of my life. Because God truly is faithful and has been faithful to me. You know, everybody who's here has a purpose. And everyone on this earth has a specific walk to walk. There are certain testimonies that individuals have, and it's your testimony and your testimony alone. My testimony is one of loss. And so what I wrote about in No Testimony is living and learning through loss. Because I feel like an orphan. Because everybody in my family is gone. And I started experiencing loss at a very young age. And one of the things that I realized when my mom transitioned, you'll notice I don't talk about death. Because when people say death, it's final. But I understand that when we transition from this life to another experience or existence, it's just merely a transition. It's not the end. And that's something that I've learned in my own personal testimony, and it has been such a strength for me. And you know, I never thought that I would ever be able to live through my mother passing from this life, because she and I were extremely close, and I was born and raised in the Bahamas. And I knew that God was calling me from the Bahamas for a long time, but I never wanted to leave because I did not want to leave my mother. And I always felt that if I left the island, something was going to happen to my mom. Now, whether that was prophetic, whether that was something I just knew in my spirit, or something I drew to myself, because Job said the thing that I feared the most came upon me, I don't know. But I know that God prepared me for that. And, you know, I've learned so much through people in my life leaving and going to another existence. I've learned that life truly is a gift every single day. We complain, we murmur, we grumble about so much. But like I have learned in my own life, every day that you have the opportunity to open up your eyes and take a breath is a day in which to say thank you, God. Because there are so many people who didn't. I remember when I turned 30 years old, I didn't want to be 30. I didn't want to never not be 20 something. And I didn't approach that very well. I told my friends, don't come pick me up. I ain't going nowhere with you. And if you come, I'm not opening the door. They came, I didn't open the door. My sister passed in a car accident at 29 years old. It made me look at birthdays. It made me look at life so much differently after that. So I want to encourage you that no matter what you're going through today, know that your life is a gift. And anything that happens in your life is an opportunity for you to learn a lesson that that experience is coming to teach you. Thank you so much. And thank you to Cheryl Lacey Donovan. Cheryl, you are a gem, you are a light, you are an answer to my prayer. And I'm so grateful for your life, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity for our lives to have crossed in this lifetime. Thank you, my sister.
Next, I'm going to call up Olivia Johnson. Excuse me. Come on, clap for her.
That might be my husband coming. Well, thank you all for coming. First, I just want to thank Ms. Cheryl so much. Y'all just don't know. She's like a guardian angel for me. And all of the authors that I have had the privilege to work with have been, oh my God, so gracious and helpful, coming for me, never having wrote before a day in my life. And my part in that book was about opening up, sharing how I lived through abuse with my dad. And when people think of abuse now, it's nothing compared to where I came from. And for me to get to this place here, as Ms. Cheryl said, you have to be so transparent. And I shared in that book about my dad, just how he abused me, but I also share how I learned to love him despite what he did to me. And had I not found the forgiveness, and had I not found God in my life, I would not be here today to be able to even forgive anybody. So I just want to encourage everybody that no matter what we go through, it is nothing never so bad that you cannot forgive. Because we're not promised tomorrow, we're not promised the next hour, but while we're here, we are to do as God would have us to do, and that is to love and forgive thy neighbors, no matter what. And so holding on to grudges, I had to learn to let those go, because had I continued to allow the enemy to hold on to those, I would not be blessed like I am today. So I just thank you all for the support, and I look forward to the continued support from Imani Faith and from the authors. And I'm just looking forward to this new chapter in my life. And I just thank you all.
Okay, next to the stage, we're going to call Miss Esther Brittany Wright.
Hello, everybody, again. It's a whole lot here, y'all. Jesus. I am so excited about being here, and I wasn't really trying to write in this anthology. You know, Cheryl sent that. She always sends me stuff, and she not on read email, so so thank you for tolerating me, Cheryl. I love you so much. But what I wrote about was actually low self-esteem and how not being able to walk into a room and feel comfortable about who I am, and I would have to do many things prior to getting there in order to interact with you. Even tonight when I walked in, I have this thing inside of me that I feel energy from people very strongly. And so when I feel an energy that's not comfortable with me, instead of me just letting them be where they're at, I take that on. And so I try my best to not do that now, because I understand that I'm not going to be liked by everybody. But all my life I wanted to be. And so I would do this thing that I'd come in and I'd be, like I am pretty much today, loud and rambunctious. And you probably look at me and think, well, what's wrong with me is nothing. What's wrong with me is that I'm being who I am, first time in my life. What's wrong with me is the idea that I can do that and still be okay. And not be worried about what you think about me. And for years, everything I did was based on what you would think. Everything. Even when I preached a sermon, I had to send it to somebody and ask them to read it for me, and I wouldn't preach until they said it was good. And so what I wrote about was being able to live a life of freedom in who I am, and not letting people control my motivation to move forward. So I wanted to be free of people. And so I came in here tonight free of people. Yes. And I am beautiful. I didn't always think that. I want you to know that was the other thing. I had to be what the society said. My shape wasn't right. My hips were too big. I wouldn't even get my hair weaved a longer length for fear that you would want to know if that's really my hair or not. Girl, I done went from long to short in 3 days. So I know, for real. So I guess my message is that it is so important that we be who we are, because God created me for somebody that's gonna come on my path. And if I'm so busy trying to be Shay, then what that person on my path needs to get from me is not gonna get it because I'm being Shay. And so the blessing in being who you are is that you have something for somebody. And you need to make that work so that you can bless them. Amen? Amen.
Get to where I need to go. That's right. And we have been together for 28 years. We've raised 3 children. Lord help us today. They're all either 30 or close to 30. We have 4 grandbabies. Jesus, I said that out loud. Yes, I did. 4 grandbabies. And it has been a blessing. We're going to do a no testimony book on marriage, but anybody that's been married knows that it's not always easy.
That's right.
It is a journey to the becoming. You know, it says the two shall become one, and it's in the becoming. Amen. Right? So, and I'm just thankful. I call him my Boaz. I'm just thankful. I'm grateful. So, I'm going to talk now because I'm not going to.
Come on, come on, come on.
He's everybody. Tell them how they do. I'm sure with everybody.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing? All right. I want to say a couple of things. Number one, I thank God for this opportunity and for all you guys that have come out. But I do thank God for my wife. You know, as a man, you know, when you have a wife, you have to support your wife. You have to pray for your wife. You have to love your wife. And you can't do these things without having God to lead you. And so, you know, I'm not going to say I like it all the time. But you know, I pray about everything, and I'm happy that her desires are being met. You know, and I pray that, you know, God will give her the desires of her heart. So, you know, if she wants to do it, as long as you know, we're able to do it, and even if we can't, we pray about it and we'll get it done. But I'm thankful for my wife. I'm thankful that she's able to help a lot of people. A lot of people don't know, but Cheryl is really, really humble, and she really doesn't want anything. You know, a lot of people do things for a lot of different reasons. One of the things I talk about a lot is your motives. You know, a lot of people do things, but what is your motive behind it? And you know, with her motive is really to help others. You know, she really doesn't want a lot from other people. And sometimes I get mad with that, but you know, because she'll be all tired, you know, trying to do everything. But I'm thankful that she's able to help a lot of people, and that, you know, she's fulfilling her desires or whatnot, and so thank you, baby. Good job. You're doing a really good job. I'm you know, all my sisters, Shay and Esther, and you know, they're always around and everything. And it's fun. It's funny being with them, but I also want to recognize Keisha Odom. Keisha and I have been working together for a long time, and you know, she signed on or whatever with Cheryl. But I thank you, and y'all need to support her as well. My classmate and running buddy up in Windsor Village, Charmaine Perkins Brooks. Yeah, I ain't gonna get the Brooks. I'm looking at me. He's looking at me. So glad to see you and everybody else that's out here. And my man, it's your turn.
It's your turn?
Oh, it's your turn.
All right. So that was my first special thank you. And like I said, some other stuff, like I said, transpired. You know how the enemy gets. He doesn't want certain things to happen, and it didn't turn out lovely. Oh my God! It did exactly what God intended for it to do. Because it really wasn't. You know, we want to get no testimony out there definitely because it's our book and everything. But the biggest thing I wanted to do was to have an opportunity to introduce our authors to everybody. Introduce Imani Faith Publishing to the world and all of our authors so that everybody could know who they are and hear them speak and give their testimonies. And you know, like I said, my husband was right there. Some stuff happened, and you know, I'm sitting here and I said, God, you know, I'm not gonna get all upset. I'm not gonna get excited. I'm still gonna remain peaceful and faithful. And however God makes it turn out, that's just how it's gonna be, and that's gonna be what He intended. And this has been spectacular.
Yes.
We're thrilled to have all of you here. But there was one individual that I don't know where God made. He created her, and I think He broke the mold because I didn't have to ask her anything. She just kept calling. Matter of fact, she almost got on my nerves for a minute. I'm like, would you please stop? Would you cut it out? Stop it. You do it, stop it. But I didn't have to ask her one time to do anything. She just stepped up to the plate and got it done, whatever it was. The decorations, some of the decorations that you see, she made sure that happened. She did not want me to have to do everything by myself, which is fine. Imani Faith Publishing is my company, so you know that was okay. But she just felt like I needed some help, whether I wanted it or not. She felt like I needed it, and she was going to make sure that it happened. She is unbelievable. She's another individual that does things, and I'm not going to turn this way. That does things with no motive in mind. She doesn't want anything in return. She just wants it. She tells me, I'm just not going to let my sister sink. That's what she told me. I'm not going to let my sister sink. So, Shamir and Brad. And whether you want something or not, I'm gonna figure out a way. So you just understand it. I'm gonna figure out a way. But I thank you from the bottom of my heart, because this night would not have been possible without you. So I thank you. Mr. Kent, thank you. That's her, you know, she did that. We had people set up her brother-in-law and her sister that was gonna be out there helping you guys with the purchase of the books and things like that. We can still make that happen. I just don't want to forget that. So I want you guys to definitely get a copy of the book. Kathy is here because of Shamarian.
Yeah.
I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. Because nobody has to do this. And at the end of the day, it was all God.
Yeah.
He orchestrated it all. He put it all together, because I could not even imagine everything that has gone on here tonight. But I thank you from the bottom of my heart. It is just, you know, it just, is he raising me? Bless the Lord. Amen. So, you know, it's just, it's amazing. It's amazing how God will put things, when you're obedient.
Yeah.
When you're obedient to Him. Amen. And that's the thing, is learning to be obedient. So if I were to leave anything with you here on tonight, when you hear God speak, you move. You do what He tells you to do. If He gave you the vision, He will make the provision. Amen. He'll make it happen. He'll make it come together, and I just thank him for that on tonight. My ride or die video crew back there, they help us with real life, real faith, amen. They made sure they made it out here from the other, everybody I think came from the other side of town tonight to celebrate with us, and I thank you for that. We also have information at the front about some of the other books that will be coming out in the beginning of the year 2016. Olivia Henderson's information is out there, her book, If You Could See My Scars. So that's something that you want to be looking for. We also have C.C. Caldwell Miller. Her book is on stewardship and service. So make sure you get those on your way out so you can be looking for those. Letitia Galloway also has a very, very wonderful testimony and story about some things that have occurred in her life, also with loss as well. She's also an author in No Test, No Testimony. So her book will be coming out, I believe it's called I Was Built for This. I Was Built for This. So make sure you get copies of that information. We also have information out there about Real Life, Real Faith TV and Real Life, Real Faith Radio. So make sure you get that so that you can begin listening to us. We're trying to change the narrative, y'all. All of that foolishness that's out there now, we're trying to bring something different. We're trying to bring something that the saints can use to encourage themselves, to edify themselves, to build themselves, to get closer to God. You know, we're trying to talk about wholesome things that are going on that we can do to help manifest God's kingdom here on earth the way that it is in heaven. Amen? So we're going to all of the media, anywhere we can, magazine, TV, radio, wherever we can, speaking, whatever it is, to tell people about the goodness of Jesus, because that's what it's all about. Our world right now is going to hell in a handbasket, and it's because the people of God are not in position. They're not doing what it is that they're supposed to be doing in order to usher His kingdom into the natural. Amen? So with Imani Faith is going to be a vehicle to try to make that happen. So I hope that you guys continue to support us. Also, Real Life, Real Faith Media, continue to support us as we move forward and try to bring you something better, something different, changing the narrative. Amen?
Hi, ladies.
Candy time. It's candy time.
It's candy time. Oh, I'm gonna have a headache when this is all over. I am so excited. So how you girls feel about tonight?
You know what? I didn't really know how to feel, honestly. But I am so grateful. I think that it hasn't really hit me yet that how big this thing really is or how big it's going to be. And so I'm excited because I'm anticipating even more. Like this is the jumping off spot.
Right.
And so I can't wait to see what God's going to do.
I know, huh? I'm excited too.
This has been an amazing night. Imani Faith Publishing is an amazing company to be a part of. I mean, we really are like a family. I'm so grateful
grateful for Cheryl Lacey Donovan. So grateful for Miss Daisy, who's behind the camera. I'm so grateful for the other authors and just to be in connection with these amazing people. You know, the Bible says that like attracts like, and so you need to pay attention to who is coming into your circle, and I'm paying attention. And so look out for No Test, No Testimony. It's going to be an amazing book. Look out for all of Imani Faith Publishing authors, because what they're doing, they're allowing themselves to be transparent and telling their stories so that you can be helped, because our story is never for ourselves. It's always for somebody else. And we're all about sharing our story that God can get the glory, and you can learn how to stand on your story rather than in your story. Love and light.
I'm still like in the cloud nine with it, but I'm just blessed and thankful to God.
You enjoy yourself tonight? And so how you feeling? This is how you feel. Your book is being published and everything.
I'm excited. Look at you. You are videotaping me. I'm so excited.
How did you feel about tonight? What did you feel about it? What was your output of your take?
And we're rolling.
I think it's classic.